The knuckleheads are back. It's rolling free TV. I got lucky here. He's going to tell us a little bit about his time in Green Hell and what he's doing now. So we got our shit figured out. Let's get into this.
Yeah, you mentioned Green Hell. It's funny, bro. Like by the time I got into the club, Green Hell wasn't a thing anymore. Like Green Hell used to be a bar, a club bar, I guess. And I had a T-shirt that I had traded from some ex fucking prospect who, he had his own stories, but they got disproved. I had this T-shirt that even to the shop I was working at, and I hung it up in there just because it was so cool, So that got left there, obviously. But yeah, I always had a connection to the club life growing up, whether it was through Polywog or fucking you know seeing Boggles pass me on the 91 when I was in the fucking shit box when my dad was driving and I was stuck in traffic and just think like, oh, that's so badass. Like I would love to do that one day, but I never like thought it would actually happen.
Right. So where are you from?
Born in San Bernardino, raised in Orange County, South Orange County, the suburbs, but I did everything I could to fucking get into the dirty life. Like I had everything, but wanted what wasn't allowed. So fucking, I could be living a different life, but I paved my own path, and it's been a fucking blast. It's been a lot of fucking struggle and forging, but I like who I am now. So
Yeah, we go way back. So we've seen both each other's struggles and coming from the streets all the way up to where we are now. We could be pretty proud of ourselves.
yeah, man, like seeing you with your son on the fishing boat and shit, like I got pictures of my son and I with his first catfishing trip. Like that's I got a DUI that day afterwards, and that's a cool ass fucking story. But my son, like right when he got here, one of my buddies hit me up, and he was actually a prison guard at the Raleigh prison out here. And he was like, "Yo, has your son ever been catfishing?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Be at my house tomorrow at 6 a.m." Fuck yeah! So I took him out there, and we drank beer for beer every like twisted teas and shit. We were just out there. Bricks was catching all these huge monsters, having a good old time. He went his way afterward. I went mine. I got pulled over for doing 60 and a 45 because I'm from California, man. We do 60 everywhere. Like,
And if we all go 80 at once, they can't stop us all.
yeah, exactly. But, I ended up getting hit with some stupid charges because of that, because my son was in the car. And, you know, that made me rethink some shit. Like, all right, you moved out here to get away from all the stupid shit, but you're doing stupid shit. Like, so I
But
never
it's
got
good
in the
to see
car
you
again
being a
after drinking.
dad.
Dude, it's crazy, and I don't like it. I love being a dad now. I always wanted to be a dad, like, because I have a daughter having a baby now, and it's crazy, like, but I wasn't ready to be a dad back then, and I missed out on a lot of shit. But then something like with my son was different. It was either I step up or I lose this kid forever for sure. So, you know, I met with my lawyer one day when I was going through some CPS shit, and was on trial for something else, and my lawyer showed up looking like a Better Call Saul, and met me at the tattoo shop, and we sat down out front, and he was like, "You want to go to prison?" And I'm like, I'd rather not, but whatever. And he's like, "Do you want to be a dad?" And I was like, "I do." Like, there's no other option. He's like, "Quit drinking." I never fucking drank again for 5.5 years. Like, just it didn't bother me. I didn't even think about it. And I got into the club when I was sober. But I ended up with full custody of my son, and it's when you have no other option, it's a lot easier to figure shit out. You know, you have no fucking choice.
It
I
gets
was on
simple
house
real quick.
arrest. Yeah, I was on house arrest, being fucking invited to be an outlaw, which was my dream. But I'm like, fuck, I got this going on and whatever. I wasn't even supposed to get house arrest. I was like, I pled guilty and they denied my request for house arrest. The only reason I was trying to get house arrest was because of what was going on with my son. And as a violent offender and shit in Cali, you know how that works. They don't let you be outside of jail. Like, they'll let anybody. I'm like, but pants. And she approved it, which was fucking insane to me. Like, and I ended up with full physical custody, but supervised. So they would, you know, check. I had to wear a fucking alcohol monitoring bracelet for 24/7, a drug patch, and I had to pay for house arrest. That shit ain't free. And I lived in San Clemente, so my shoebox size fucking studio that I'm living in with my on house arrest, I'm paying $700 for, and my studio was about $1,400 a month, and I got a fucking kid with no mom, and a job at a tattoo shop, no driver's license, but a brand new Benz or Beamer sitting in the driveway. Like, I figured shit out somehow, but you know, that's what bonded me with my son so much. And fuck, it's been fun since, but it's that kid is gonna be one tough little fucker.
100%.
But he like I, you know, growing up with a shitty dad and him not having a mom, you know, consistently, or you know, just seeing people come and go, like, and it breaks my heart. But I'm overly sensitive with him, and you know, I might call him a fucking fag and he stinks and shit, but you know, I'm like, why are you being so mean? I'm like, dude, you don't know what mean is. Yeah, I grew up hard.
100%.
But I want my son to have my strength and my knowledge and my fucking resilience without going through all the trauma, you know? And I just seem to attract bullshit. And I always reassure him when fucking they're coming and going, you know, or we like, hey buddy, we gotta move again. He's like, where are we going? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, can we go to back to California? I'm like, probably fucking soon, dude, but I gotta deal with probation and shit here. He's like, what's that? I'm like, that's the people that knock and take me away, you know, like there's some chicks like this. It's like, but I'm always honest with him, dude, and I'm always his constant. So, and that was out of a lack of options. Both of my daughters that I had before him, you know, I ended up estranged with, but I knew that their mothers were gonna do a good job, and they had the resources and the family and shit. I knew I was gonna be the asshole, but I knew that me stepping away with an open invitation to you know, let me be a dad, like, but if it's gonna cause issues, you know, and I know my life, I know I'm chaos, and I don't want it, but it fucking is what it is. Some people live that fucking life, dude, and like I'm just fucking chilling. I'm along for the ride. Like, let's find out what's next, dude. This is gonna be a good movie one day.
Right. I've noticed that.
I'm just trying to. Go ahead.
A lot of times you're talking about these hard times and getting through it and always providing for everybody is your art, man. You're a great artist, and it's kind of you've carried yourself through some tough times with your art. So you have a bond with art like that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, and it's the curse of being an artist, dude. It comes with struggle because nobody that fucking creates anything of, you know, value or feeling has lived a fucking easy life. Like that's why they call it painting, dude. You gotta fucking go through some shit. And I only fucking like I only get motivated and I only create when I'm going through something hard. Like it's my outlet. Cause if I don't do that, I'm gonna fucking be on the news again. Like, and I don't really want that. I'd rather be on the news for like, you know, like creating something and you know, eventually someone sees a piece you did, no matter how long it's been. A lot of the pieces that I sold recently that people are resonating with, they are only now able to see because my following on Instagram and shit has grown over some fucking retarded shit. Like,
Do you want to shout it
like
out?
really, what's that? My
Your
my
Insta.
Insta. Oh, it's Valhalla.tattoos. You know, it's yeah. I tried to change it, but the one I wanted when it wasn't available. I was like, damn it, that was a good one. So I'm just gonna leave it. You know, so I got a question for you. I seen some pictures with Chief and shit, like in the set free. Like, did you give your life to God?
I've always
I'm
had my life to God. I just didn't talk about it, and you would never know the way we were running the streets.
that's a good, you know, that's a good topic because I get shit talked a lot for, you know, wearing a cross and talking about God, but my name is Valhalla dot tattoos on Instagram, and it shouldn't matter what my name is. It should matter what I'm telling you, what I like. And I denied the existence of God for my entire life. Like, even though it scared me, like, oh, what if I'm wrong? Like, what if there is a hell? Like, I'm definitely gonna go there. And I, you know, I've been in and out of fucking in and out of lockup my whole life. I read the Bible for the first time, and it was a fucking inmate issue Bible. It was called Free on the Inside, and I read it just out of curiosity. I was 18, doing my first year in fucking jail, and what else are you gonna do? I don't know how many times I got my GED, but like, um, you know, I more studied it than read it. It was, you know, an interesting story to me, but I had these strong pulls towards paganism and my heritage, and I still do. I struggle with that every fucking day because you know I'm a searcher. I mean I believe that Jesus existed, and I believe most of what I understand from the Bible. You know, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a possibility of the other things still exist. So I'm always gonna I might accept Jesus, but I got more questions, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to go all
Right.
religious on this, but like
You're on your journey, dude. I've been Christian my whole life. I hang out with the Pentecostals and the Baptists and all
dude,
that. So
I don't know who's there anymore, but like that was my little like safe haven for a while. Like I got screwed over pretty bad. Um and ended up needing a place to stay, and I went to Chief and he offered me a place to stay there, and I didn't abide by the same rules that everybody else did there because no, and I like here's rent, like, but I just need a bunk, and I was never really in that bunk, and
right.
I'd participate in things like, and I genuinely appreciated everything, and
I'll be there on Sunday.
not nothing
I'll be at Set
nothing
Free
but
Orange County on Sunday.
the way I ended up, like my connection to Set Free was when I was doing another year when I 2009 I got convicted and did another year, and then I met Chief's uh grandson, and he was in my fucking barracks. And this was pre like my club involvement and everything. And I got an invite from him to do the same shit, you know, like, but I didn't want to join a Christian club.
Right.
Like, even though like that was my first real invitation from a club affiliate or whatever to, you know, come hang around and like, which I did, and they're fucking great. I still have fucking God, what was the name of the other son's band and clothing line? Like, I have all kinds of stuff from Set Free.
That's cool.
And nothing but love for Chief, dude. Like,
He's a
he was
G.
cool. Oh yeah, I would go to their church every Sunday. Like, I did what I felt was enough and right, but like that wasn't where I belonged. You know, like, I'm not supposed to be in a halfway house, you know, working for room and board. Like, I
Right.
appreciate it. And sometimes you got to humble yourself and do that. And looking back, it's not even that it was humbling. It's just appreciated, you know, and like,
They're more into scraping people off the streets, dog. So that's where those people have to start,
oh
and then
yeah.
they build into great people.
And
And that's ground
that's a
zero.
hard thing to do, like, because you get burned so many times over and over by people. And I didn't want to be one of those people there that, you know, just took advantage. Like, we just didn't see eye to eye on everything. I'm too fucking hard headed. It's like to be in a Christian
Especially
club.
back then.
Oh yeah. Like, I wanted to go meet up with the chick off Instagram or Facebook or MySpace or whatever it was at the bowling alley and get my nut off and fucking have a beer. Dude, I was going to the bar down the street. This older chick was the bartender there, like the manager, and she was affiliated with club people or whatever, but like it was never really talked about. But you know, she was a cougar, and I was in my 20s, fresh out of jail and shit, living in a fucking sober living. But I wasn't sober. I would just go to the bar and shoot pool and never pay a dime, you know. Like, and I closed the place down. I got tumblers full of fucking beef jerky and fucking Jameson, and we're driving back to my fucking trailer that I'm staying at with some other chick to smash all night, but I get too drunk and just fall asleep. So, what's
So with
up,
the
bud?
religion stuff, dude, I just say I never really preach on to people too much.
Thanks,
I
sir.
say that you will know them by their fruits and the way they act, and then if somebody's interested in that, they'll ask you. So I don't push that agenda, but I am definitely a Christian. I've given my life to Christ, and yeah, we can move on from it. Or if you want to add anything else to that, just so everybody knows.
All I know is that, like, me now having an open relationship with God, whether it's on, because my relationship is not really publicized. Like, I'll post things every once in a while that I like and I think other people will enjoy. But my spirituality is mostly me just talking to God and trying to figure things out. Like, I can't deny his existence. So
He's
I
recognized in
guess
every
that's it.
religion. This is super
Yeah.
controversial. Anytime you talk about politics or religion, people get thrown off. But hey, these are
Oh
our
yeah.
opinions, guys. For the people
I
in the
like
comments,
racism is my favorite topic. Like, because I'm super
easy,
racist apparently.
easy, YouTube. You might have
Hey, I don't know
some
the
tats
guidelines
that
on here,
represent that. You're good. You've pushed it a
but
couple times, but we're good.
the craziest thing that I've been getting accused of is having like, I don't know if they're like referring to like Nambler or some weird shit. Is there a thing that has three triangles that is like gay?
No, dude,
Because
you have
as
an
far as I
odorous
know,
symbol on your face. I know exactly
yeah,
what it is.
to look up what they might be referring to, but every time I get like, you have a pedophile tattoo on your face, I'm like, I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure I've
God, stop
earned all
saying
my
these
shit, and I don't.
words. Oh my
I
God,
don't.
dude. Say Jared from
Maybe
Subway.
you
And
should
if you're
have
gonna,
given me like a
if it's off somebody, it's send to the upper room. Weirdos or Jared from Subways. And Yeah, you're good. You're good. I don't want to start interrupting you too. You're gonna get us kicked off here. Oh my god. There you go. What drew you into the club?
Bullshit asked me, he's like, "The fuck all that. Like, we all love to ride. Like, what makes you think you deserve to be a Vago?" And I was like, "Cause I'm a soldier without an army, you know. Like, I'm
Right. You're frozen.
been hard not to do it again because I've had invitations from other clubs and shit, and I always kind of look down on that patch swapping shit, you know, like. But I also know warriors that have been done dirty by one club and fucking not been able to stay away from the life, so they go to a rival club, and I'm like, cool, not you just not only made a fucking enemy of a warrior, but you lost a good brother, you know? Like I watched all this shit happen as a fucking hang around and a prospect. And I would always get asked, like, are you sure you're not like more than just a prospect? I'm like, oh, I'm pretty fucking sure. Like, trust me, I would know. And like, well, they don't treat you like a prospect. I'm like, because I don't behave like one, you know. I watch my mouth. I fucking listen more than I talk. The people they tell you are the fucking worst ones to deal with. Mind your fucking manners. It ain't that hard, dude. Like the people that are fucking killers, you might want to show them some respect. Like
100%.
it makes sense to me, and,
Hello.
and that's what made it so easy for me to kind of connect with the my pool ended up being really good in the club at an early age just because of the way I conducted myself, like with
Yeah, you
everybody
became an
outside of my
officer.
the day I got my back patch, like, and it was the most fucking unlogical fucking patch for me to have, but I was like, well, fuck it, let's do this, The other day I got my patch, I thought I was getting schwacked, but you know, I kind of knew.
All right. What bike did you ride? What bike were you on when you were in the club?
I signed up with the like 92 1200 sporty, and then I ended up wrecking that really fucking bad during my prospecting period. Like I almost lost my legs, but the club was there for me the whole time I was in the hospital. I was in there for like a month. Um, the first people I remember seeing were with my wife and my charter, and then just as a prospect, as a nobody, like that's pretty, reassuring. And they were proud of me the whole time. I worked my ass off. I bought another bike while I was still on a walker down in Dago, and it didn't even run when I bought it. I told my wife, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go down with Anthony and check out this Sportster. It's cheap. I got enough." And she was like, "Okay, well, you're just checking how you gonna get it home." I'm like, "I'll figure it out." So I go down there and fucking the thing don't run. It's got no headlights, no fucking front brakes, and I'm on a walker. But I wanted the bike. I was like, "Fuck it! Like this thing's cool." Um, So I handed my buddy my walker, and I fucking asked the dude for some tools, and like, I'll get it running, dude. Fuck it. Like, if I get it running, I'll buy it right now, but for this much. And he was like, all right. I got it running, but I didn't get the lights or the brakes fucking working. And I told my buddy, I'm like, just follow me home. And this was down in like past Carlsbad somewhere. And I lived in San Clemente at the time. And it was fucking nighttime. And I had gone down there and like a rusty butcher hoodie and shit, like didn't know I was gonna ride a bike home. But or I did, I just didn't expect it to take me so long to get it started and fucking bounce. But my buddy's like, dude, you're nuts. There's no lights. There's no fucking brakes. I'm like, I'll just go slow, bro. Like, I can't, like, slow enough to Fred Flintstone it. So we're riding home up to 5, like 9 o'clock at night. My legs are throbbing because I fucking just got rods implanted and shit. And there's, yeah, you know how the 5 is at night. And it's whatever. I got home safely somehow. And my wife hears a bike pull up and she runs out. She's like, what the fuck? And Anthony's behind me in the fucking Beamer. And she's like, I thought you were gonna go look at a bike. I was like, I looked at it, I fixed it, I bought it, I brought it home. And I told him my buddy, I'm like, that wasn't so bad, right? He's like, dude, you said you were gonna go like the speed limit. You were doing 90 the whole way and like dragging your feet off the fucking Pico exit. I'm like, but did we die? Like
Right.
I loved riding. Like you couldn't keep me off a bike. You still can't. You give me a bike right now, I'm gonna ride it. Like you know how it is.
What lessons have you learned rolling with those guys?
So we're gonna do a recap. Yeah, trust no one. Fucking, it don't matter who it is. That was my club's motto, and you should be able to trust the people next to you, but sometimes you just can't. So fucking trust no
Trust
one.
none, huh? That's a huge one.
God maybe, yeah, but
That patch
everything
means
else,
something then in that club.
what's that?
That patch definitely has a meaning then.
It should, yeah, like, and it's sad, but it's all right. It's human nature.
What would you tell somebody joining a club?
It depends on their circumstances. If somebody with a wife and kids, a good job, or anything they don't want to lose, like maybe just don't. But there's people out there that are good for it, that have the right character and shit, and like 100%. I believe in the foundation of it. It's fucking unexplainable. It's a cool ass feeling, but it there's fucking gangland episodes for a reason, like this shit is not for everybody.
Man,
And
there's so many angles of it.
yeah, like it's hard. It's hard to stay a good person when all the people you trust are fucking you over, like, but you got to. You like it's made me want to be like, fuck that. I don't want to be like my moral compass can't be swayed. It just ain't gonna happen. I'm not that person. And if things were different, I'd probably still be in the club, but I like my life now. It's chaotic, but fucking more peaceful. At least I don't have to ask for permission to do what I want to do, And I only do what I think is the best for my kids and shit now. So I trust my judgment. My kids are getting up with us right now. Last day of school.
Right on.
How old's your kid now?
6. Big dog.
Damn, he's only 6. Fucking shoot. Of course, he's a linebacker like you, bro.
I know. He looks like he's 12, dude.
Dude,
You
my
be telling me.
kid's
You gonna eat
fucking.
that?
What's up, dude? Hi. Daddy's live on YouTube right now. Yeah. Hey, it's my son Briggs.
What
That's
up,
my friend.
dude?
That's my friend Breeze. I've known him since before I knew you. Shit.
That's your little twin
You
right
bro?
there, dog. Hey, if
Alright, go
anybody
hop on.
wants to throw in some questions while we're going through this stuff, I got a few more questions. He'll
Tyler,
probably get into some stuff,
the Wi-Fi
but
got shut off, but I'll give you the
check it
password.
out, you
No,
guys.
no, no, the door. Oh.
Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, we'll get back into this.
How do you feel about black people? Like, can I just answer
In
things?
clubs?
No, is that the question or just in general?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm reading comments, bro. That's all.
Don't say stuff like that on here, dude.
How can I
Oh
not?
my god.
Okay, so
All right, we're
I
good. We're
can't
good. We
read
didn't say
comments?
anything
I didn't know what I was
bad.
supposed to do.
All right. We can read comments. Just they'll try to trap us sometimes. What's up, Elwood? You want to say hi?
In general, okay. Can I answer that in general?
Yeah. Nicely.
I fucking love them. Like, I've never had a bad experience I've never had a bad experience with a black person in person unless it was a misunderstanding, and after that we were cool. I've had more issues with white people than I ever have anyone else. So
100%. Respect given is respect earned, and what you give, what you get, right? I treat people how they
yeah,
treat me, not by the color of their skin.
yeah, man. I've broken bread with every race and religion and sexuality that I can think of, other than the other ones, and had good conversations, no disrespect, no nothing. Like, so, no, I'm not whatever the code word is for that on fucking YouTube. I've experienced it directed at me more than I have ever dished it out. That's
He definitely has some symbols on his body that represent otherwise, but you know how it goes, guys.
So did the fucking essays in the club that I was in. So
100%.
has the black people that I tattoo that are scout snipers in the Marine Corps when that existed, Like,
there you go.
You got to read a fucking book every once in a while, like, not just go off what you think you know. I've never had an unpleasant interaction with anybody of any race in person unless it was just fucking out of nowhere and had nothing to do with race.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I always treat people the way they are acting.
And especially when you look like us, you have to be like overly nice and respectful, because as soon as people look at you, they're already tripping. So if you have like a good personality, it makes them feel a little more comfortable.
Man, like being out here in the Bible Belt in the South, and being from, I came here like this, and I still can't find people that look like me, unless it's in jail. But it's like a Temu version, like it's really bad. But I hold the door open for. I tattooed my face because I wanted to be a tattoo artist, and that doesn't mean I was raised bad. I was raised by people that would whoop my ass for being disrespectful.
Right.
You never met my.
I don't think I did. Might have. I can't. I mean,
So
we go pretty far back.
Pollywog. Pollywog was my dad's best friend, like from childhood and shit. Like he knew Paul Senior and like used to get his ass whooped by him too, you know. Um, but my dad was the complete opposite of Paul. Like that, they both did their time and shit. But my dad had no tattoos, doesn't drink, never smoked, fucking doesn't do drugs. He's just a violent individual, and for some reason, him and Paulie were friends, and I was more like Paul growing up than I was my dad. And I got my ass kicked and shit for wearing Dickies or listening to this band or fucking combing my hair this way, like just abuse for like no
Hey,
fucking
Paulie's
reason.
kids
Like,
watching right now. Garrett just said, "Love you."
what's up, Garrett?
Hell yeah! What's up, Gator?
Dude, I remember when you were fucking like 8 years old and chubby and fucking slinging, coming home with fucking wads in your pocket on a skateboard and
Little
with women.
jerk.
Dude, he had a cell phone before I did, like in a fucking wad. Like, it's just, that's my little
Unreal.
G. What's up, dude?
Yeah, that fool burned me for a pack too. I had to make him
Dude,
work it off.
he still owes me $40 on Cash App, bro. It's all good. Your friends don't owe you shit, bro.
Hey, so before while we were chopping up and stuff, before we got on here, we were talking about you had an interesting thing happen to where you almost transferred as a prospect.
Yeah, man. Like, because like I had started my prospecting in El Toro, and the person that had sponsored me, like, and he surprised me, but he sponsored me, and I trusted his word, but he was also new into the whole, like, he was in another club when we first met. He was in this club, Outlaw, or not the Brotherhood of United Bikers or something like that. It's like this, nationwide fucking MC, but not a 1% club. That's the club, and he was his other buddy, and they were both sober. And I was working at this tattoo shop in San Clemente. And this dude ended up becoming my client, and he brought his other buddy, and they were both officers in this club, but like not a club, one of them.
Hog
Um,
chapter.
yeah, I mean, but like I don't know, he was cool, and I ended up asking him if he would be my sponsor and shit because I was going through my court case, and I thought it would make my shit look better. I mean, I wasn't drinking anyways. I mean, I ain't going to fucking AA, but like I was tattooing this guy on a regular basis and would talk to him about what I was going through in court and sobriety and all that shit. And yeah, he helped me out. He was a cool dude. And then one day he came to the shop. I ended up switching shops, and I went to some dirt bag shop that was just full of fucking crime. But he had come to that shop one day, and he was in a prospect cut for the Vagos, and I knew that he was sober and married, and like he had a good thing going on, and I didn't ask too many questions, but he sat down, but he just was waiting for me to ask, like I was like, so I was first I was like, did Damo, switch too? Shit, I probably shouldn't say names, but whatever. Um, did homeboy switch too? And he
This
was
was
like, yeah,
so many
like,
years ago. I feel like not
yeah,
too many, but far
yeah,
enough.
but like, I mean, they know where I live. It's all right. Like, I ain't, um, but anyways, I was like, did the homeboy move too? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm like, are you still married? And he's like, yeah. Are you still sober? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Good for you. And then, yeah, he got patched in super quick, and it was funny, but I don't want to give away, you know, too much. But as soon as he got patched in, he sponsored me, and I was still on house arrest doing like I met more fucking vagos on house arrest at my house or the tattoo shop than I ever fucking life. Like, kind of forgot what the question was. I was just rambling, but yeah, that's how I
So
ended
how'd
up
that
in the
go?
club.
So how did that go when you were going to transfer as a prospect?
That charter wasn't for me, and uh, but before that, I had gotten a job at one of the other charter P's tattoo shop. Um, and my P had told me, he's like, "Yo, this guy will hire you." He's like, "But watch your fucking mouth. Like he's a real one." And he was, dude. And I fucking still love the dude. We ended on some bad fucking terms, but it's all misunderstanding in my opinion. Like I don't hold a grudge. Suck it up. I Oh my goodness. Sorry, my neighbor's kids over here again. That's it. Hey kiddo. Hey,
All good.
I'm on an interview right
What up,
now.
everybody? Hit that like button. What up, kiddo? Hey, hit
Hey.
that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Everybody, catch
Can you
our
come back in an
next
hour?
interviews we do. Nick's got some little kids messing with him from the neighborhood. Y'all know how it goes.
Hey, you gotta be
Because
neighborly.
that's probably the
Plus,
safest place they could be is in Homeboy's front yard, right? Even though you guys
right.
think we look this way, couldn't be a safer place.
Yeah, kids are I don't know.
Annoying.
They're
No,
just
they're
yeah.
cool.
Oh
They're
no,
cool,
dude,
dude.
they fucking are, but like they're so perfect and cool. Like, and if we
100%.
don't look out for them, like nobody else will. Like that's I learned patience with my son. I learned patience. Yes.
So how did that work? Did you end up transferring as a prospect?
No. Hey. No. No. It's not allowed. You're not supposed to transfer as a prospect. Um.
So did you
But
patch out
along
and
the lines,
transfer?
no, no. I need you to go inside so I can talk. I love you.
Do you know what the internet password is?
Yeah, I do. Go get a pen and paper and I'll write it down for you. Um. All the people I was being told to stay away from because they were this or that. You know, I didn't like the way things were running my charter, so I ended up I was friends with the national P at the time. And that's a pretty good fucking position to be in if you're a pro. I was good with most of national. They all they were.
Did you know you were going to patch out?
No, dude, I thought I was in forever.
Not get out of the club. Did you know
I
when you were going to get your patch?
Oh, did I know when I was gonna get it?
Thank you.
No, man. Like they fucking they like to play games and shit. Like you got to make a memorable patch fucking giving. But that's the thing that I just kept like holding on to for hope. I was like, fuck, I know I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I've put in my fucking work. So like, there ain't no way they're gonna snuff me out. But my wife wasn't convinced. She was fucking talking to the P of Beach Cities and shit. Like, please, please, like if anything's gonna happen to him, you're gonna let me know, right? And he was like, yeah, I mean, I'll let you know. You know, he told me he kind of like, and I hit up patch holders in my charter, like, and they were giving me nothing, you know, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, dude. And I had to go show up at um the P's house for a meeting, you know, bring my bike and bring your fucking title and shit. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, like here we go. Got fucking come unarmed. And I walk in and most of the dudes are there and they just put your bike in the garage, that kind of shit. And I was like, all right, here we go. We're like, go back into the traffic. Um, they were like, you know, it was awkward. I was scared. I was fucking shaking and shit. Not because I was afraid that, you know, I was gonna get got. I was just like, well, this is gonna change the fucking course of my life no matter what. Like, no matter what happens right here, like I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, and they took my shit away and they searched me and shit, but I had a little Derringer 45 in my boot. Um, whatever. I ended up getting fucking slapped with my patch. And I was like, fuck y'all, you know, fuck you, fuck you. I was like, this is bullshit. And they're like, did you not know? And I was like, no, man, I came here. I was going to kill you and I was going to kill you. And why us? I'm like, because you're the only fucking two I had questions about, you know? Like, I was like, these guys I could fucking handle. I just needed two. And they were like, you didn't search him? He's like, I searched him. Like, not good enough.
Damn,
So.
you had it in your prison wallet?
Nah, dude, I had it in my little boot.
That's tight.
And then like directly after that, I got my officer's tag, and they're like, "We're going here," and it was a fucking place, you know, in Elsinore where we don't belong, you know. And I had to lead the way, and the only fucking weapon there was me, cause that when I smuggled in, like, I was like, "This will go fucking cool," but whatever, like, let's do it.
The boot
And
banger.
it was fucking great.
What'd you guys get into that night when you went into Elsinore?
Fucking nothing. Did a fucking show face and then turn around because nobody was actually looking for. They just wanted to go piss on some territory, and I was like, "You guys are gay. Like, if you're trying to fucking make your presence known, order a beer and fucking sit down. You know, like,
Right.
and if you're gonna
Let
put
those
me in
phones
danger,
start
you might as well
ringing.
make it fucking fun." Oh goodness, I'm coming right back. 2 seconds.
What up, everybody? Hit that like and subscribe button, man. The audio's been a little sketchy, but I think overall it's been a good interview. Hey, we got Lucky on here, and we're going to wrap it up here in about 10 minutes. So throw your comments out in the, he'll read the comments, and he'll probably read the ones that'll get us kicked off, but we don't care anymore. Lucky's been a great interview, man. I'll love to have you on again sometime. And yeah, we're not
man.
just all the way done yet.
All right, someone give me a good question.
I got one right now. What was your favorite bike shop? Did you have a favorite, you know, maybe bike part or bike shop or just person that worked on bikes? I mean,
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. Fucking T-Rod.
there you
T-Rod Speed
go.
Shop, dude. Like,
100%.
that dude, like, I don't know where we're at now. I have no idea, but that dude,
Great dude. If you're living your
he
life right, he probably don't dislike you.
dude, he gave me my first, or he let me take my first bike on payment to get into the club, to even start my shit. He repaired it after I wrecked it. He was patient. Like, he left fucking what he was doing when I got in my wreck, you know, and I was a prospect and not in his charter or nothing. And he was by my bedside at least once a week while I was in, and I got nothing but love for that dude. And he can do some beautiful shit with a bike.
Right. Good answer, man. That is a solid dude. I think he was originally a Hell's Angel and then became a Vago. So
Yeah,
he's got
man.
quite the story himself.
I got a good finishing little topic.
Go for it.
Do you remember a guy that used to run around with T Rod and Chief, and he was a red and white uh tattooer by the last name of Lloyd?
Hmm. I don't
Johnny Lloyd.
know. I
He's
don't know.
passed.
You're gonna know the tattooers.
Well, no, because he was a biker and all that shit before he was on like Chopper magazine covers back in the '90s and shit.
Oh, cool.
I knew about him before I picked up the tattoo machine. Like he was, kidnapping people's kids and shit, and fucking they were looking for all this crazy shit. He was my wife's first crush, like, and I ended up working with the dude, and I knew that he was a former, 81, but and he still had his patch, like, and they were, they wanted it, but he just fucking impressed. I was like, man, you're a gangster. Like, you don't give a fuck. Like, just that dude. And I got some stories about him that are gonna be in my book that I'm writing and shit. Like, he's just he was a solid ass just outlaw, period. Like, I think him and fucking T Rod got in a huge fight with Chief and like his little crew. Like, there was that whole thing back in the 2000s, down in
Oh
Newport.
yeah.
Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and like I knew about all that shit before I ever came around. Like, I knew all the P's and shit by first name before I met him. It made it real easy to like integrate, but it made it real hard to like maintain friendships once you're in a place.
Well, what's it like riding in a big pack?
Fucking amazing. Like, no matter where you're at in the pack, it's fucking. I remember being hanging around and shit, and just my fucking adrenaline was just, like through the roof. Like, I'm split, go fucking do whatever, and I gotta stay here. And oh, it was scary and amazing, dude. And then I became the road captain. And then you have like the road captain's the president on the fucking road, which, me and my P used to butt heads. And dude, I'm the road. Like, he's like, I want you to go that way. I'm like, dude, I'm the P on the road. Chill, mister. I'm looking out for us. I'm trying to do my job. But like when you're in a pack of 2, 3, 400, and there's all different charters, and there's fucking a road captain from each charter, and you're just on the side, just blasting through fucking hailstorms in Utah and shit, and then it's sunny as fuck 2 miles later, and then you're back in the hail. Like, it's indescribable, bro. Like, that's I rode with one dude, one club dude, after I moved out here, and he was actually a former Green Machine dude. And it was funny. It's a weird connection, but he was the first person I rode with after moving here that could ride a 2-lane fucking highway like nothing. Like, I was like, man, I miss this shit, but not enough, not to go back. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something, it was hard to pull away from and definitely set that
oh,
line, but
100%.
well worth it.
Yeah, I mean, especially when the offers that I've had, since are either very tempting, or like the person that's extending the invitation is somebody that I have a lot of love for and I respect, but I also don't want to cross that line again and then give them the opportunity to fucking not be that to me anymore. Like, I'd rather just
Right.
keep you as you are. You're my bro. Like, I'll ride a motorcycle with you, but I'm not gonna fucking be forced to do what you don't even really want to do. So
Right.
I like my free will, and all of them know they could still call me and I'll still fucking ride for you, but you know, don't expect me to just fucking bow down because that ain't happening.
Did you ever have to fight another member?
Nah, dude. Like, there was a couple times where I thought I was going to, and it was like the fucking scariest people like that I could imagine doing it with, but like I approached the situation fucking correct, and I was like, all right, do we have a fucking issue to handle? Like, and I'm fucking fine.
Slim and trim like a bicycle rim.
In a fucking door, you know, with a dude that's 6'5" and just but what the fuck?
Right.
And it never ended with anything but hugs, you know? Like
What is your life like now?
chaotic but fucking peaceful because I have Jesus and I don't fucking care anymore. I know that I've handled all the crazy shit that's come my way so far, and anything else is it can't be fucking worse. So I know I'm gonna get through it. Every
All
time shit
right.
happens, I level up in some way.
100%. So the tattoo biz, you want to talk a little bit about art, close it out, shout out your tattoo biz, your Instagram. I like to keep these short. I have a short attention span, as you know, but we get a good hour every time. And then if the people like it and we do good, we come back on again.
The only thing I would want to do that I can think of, I just got my UPS delivery from
All
a good
right.
friend of mine, little care package, but it's from Curb Stomp, and I don't think I'm allowed to share that here.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
man,
oh yeah, it's probably a gnarly one from them, but shout out to them. We got shout out
yeah,
to
man,
Deathcore, shout out to Prestigious
yeah.
Undercore Labs, shout out to Curb Stomp, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that came in here today.
Oh no, no, and heavy hitters. Don't forget about heavy hitters.
Don't forget about heavy hitters.
Yeah,
Good
man,
stuff.
that's who this package is from. My buzzed ass just fucking got it mixed up.
Okay,
Heavy
okay.
hitters, guys. That was my
All
intro.
right. So, I mean, is there anything else you want to add to it? We'll definitely come on again.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get my Wi-Fi turned back on. I just gotta get a ride to the fucking nearest town, which is like 30 minutes away. So I'm glad I almost backed out. I was like, dude, I shouldn't be doing this shit. I'm like, I might be moving back to Cali soon, anyways. I don't need to
There
ruffle
was
some
nothing
fucking
negative
feathers.
said here. It's your story. You're welcome to tell it. %, man. And I know you're going to be hearing from Vegas Profile Stories, man. We'll get you on there to chop it up with him a little bit. It's been great talking with you, dog. And man, much love and
Likewise, bro.
respect, dude.
I missed your ass, dude.
We're
You're
gonna
the
kick it
same
soon.
motherfucker I knew back when we were kids, bro. Hell yeah. I'll be
Always,
back in Cali in
always.
July.
Hey, whenever you get up over here, dog, I'm right outside of Bakersfield, man. Hit me up, or I can come down there. So, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll have wheels there, bro. Let's make it happen.
All right, big homie. I appreciate everything. We love the viewers, man. And like, subscribe, watch out for the new videos dropping, and catch you on the flip side. Great interview, homie.
Thank you guys.